welcome to another episode of Coffee with Carissa. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about how to start out as a business coach and sharing the story of how I did just that. So for those of you who may not know my background story yet, I started a spray tanning and beauty business in the garage of a rental property that I was living in at the age of 21. Using a very basic website and a MySpace page, because Facebook didn't exist yet, I grew that business quite quickly and was able to leave my full-time day job as a graphic designer and open a shop in a year and a half after starting that business. Now, thankfully, I realized at a very young age that I could actually hire people to do the work and not work in the business. And I spent the majority of my time doing the online marketing. When Facebook came out, obviously jumped right onto that. When Facebook advertising came out, jumped right onto that and kept the business growing. I opened a second store and then a third store. I built up some shops and sold them as I went. I also started my own wholesale range of hair extensions and spray tan solution. I had mobile services as well and was providing training courses. So I did all of that over about an 8-year period, and there came a point in that business where I felt a little bit bored, I suppose, being a very creative person and someone who likes to move very quickly in an entrepreneurial sense. Like, I always need to be coming up with new things and I need to be constantly growing in order to feel fulfilled and satisfied, and I know that a lot of people that follow me or have worked with me are the same. And I'm obsessed with learning as well, so I was always reading books, always taking courses, always going to seminars, learning as much as I could about business, marketing, sales. And every time I would go to an event or be around other business owners, I found that a lot of people were asking me what I was doing or how I had managed to set the business up to run without me in it, or how I had used Facebook to get clients and grow businesses quickly. And yeah, I realized that a lot of people were really interested in learning about my journey and what I had done, and that I actually had a strength or a talent that other people wanted to know more about. So I think that was the first point where I realized, I'm like, maybe there's another business idea in here. Maybe I can turn my knowledge and experience into a business. And then I started learning a little bit about business coaching. I worked with a business coach who helped to set up people as business coaches. I started studying a little bit of NLP and hypnosis, and I decided to start making YouTube videos, giving tips and advice and telling stories of how I'd done certain things within my business. I really did a lot of stuff to start out with, like out of fun, not really having that much of a plan of how I was going to grow the coaching business to especially where it is now, which is currently doing 6-figure months, which is something that I was aiming for a long time and finally got there. I thought I would just share with you some of my strategy on how I got to where I am now from where I was, in case you are a business owner who is in a place that I was at, where you have actually built quite a successful business now, and you find that when you're around other business owners, they are coming to you for advice or they're wanting to learn the things that you are doing. So when I very first started, I had a lot of fears. I had a lot of things that were preventing me from putting myself out there with confidence. A lot of those fears were things like, I don't know enough, I'm not good enough, who would want to pay little old me, to help grow their business. It was just what I was doing felt really natural to me, and I know that by talking to a lot of people, they feel a similar way. And what you've got to understand about that is what is natural to you, or what comes naturally to you, may not come naturally and usually doesn't come naturally to everyone else or other people that are aspiring to do things that you've done. So I learned a lot about myself from starting to put myself out there, and what I did first of all was start making videos. It's always been my main marketing strategy in this business, because I've always loved watching other people's videos who are coaches or consultants or advisors, and I just thought, well, look, I love watching these people, I want to have my own channel, I want to do this. So the way that I very first started getting clients was actually just by making very basic videos on my phone. Obviously now I have a full camera setup and studio and videographer standing behind the camera, but I started just on my phone. I started using the iMovie app to edit videos, and I started just making a bunch of short videos giving little random tips about how I'd done things in my business, exactly the same as what I'm doing now. I started sharing them on Facebook and YouTube. I made a YouTube account, I made a Facebook page, and people started asking me more questions when they were watching the videos about certain other things that I was talking about, or they wanted advice with stuff, or they wanted more like personal one-on-one help. So that's when I realized, okay, people will pay me for this. Like they were offering like, how much is it to work with you, asking those kind of questions. Now, because I was still really new to it, I was doubting myself a lot. I actually did work for free in the beginning. I did some personal one-on-one coaching calls that went for half an hour or an hour for nothing, just to get experience, to see if I could help people, and in exchange for reviews and testimonials. So I wanted to get some credibility. I wanted people to see that I could actually help people, and I needed to prove to myself that I could. So I started with giving away some free sessions. Then after a while, when I felt a little bit comfortable, after maybe 5 or 6 free calls, I started offering a package, a coaching package at the end, or offering a few different options to work with me. And then a few people started signing up and they wanted to pay me for more help. So that's essentially how I started getting clients. Of course, I did have a website with a contact form and some information and my videos and things on there as well, and a Facebook page. Through experience working one-on-one with clients, I quickly learned who I did and didn't enjoy working with, and I also learned that I was repeating myself a lot. Like a lot of people needed help with the exact same things, and I would have a look at their Facebook pages and I would have a look at their websites and their branding and their marketing and their sales processes, and I would think like, okay, you all need help with the same stuff. Like I was going over the same things, everybody was not doing it in the ideal way, I suppose. So then I had the idea that, hey, I can turn this into an online course. I can record videos on each of these topics that everybody needs help with, and then I can start selling that instead of working one-on-one with people, which is a lot more scalable. You know, you can sell the same thing over and over and over again as many times as you like for no extra time, basically. So then that's what I've been working on. My courses obviously just keeps evolving because I'm a creator and I need to keep creating and adding to things, and I've now progressed into, now people want to know from me how I've started this business and how I've created all these online courses and how I've got to going from, you know, 6-figure business to 6-figure months, and how I managed to launch an online membership program and got that up to 6 figures in 6 weeks. So I feel like I've really mastered this process that's obviously working for me. I'm really looking forward to sharing some tips with other people and helping others that may be in the same situation that I was in, where they've been in business a while, they are quite successful. People are asking you for help a lot. You can actually monetize that and you can brand yourself and start putting yourself out there. So I've been doing online courses ever since then for like 3 years now. I've realized I absolutely love teaching. I'm obsessed with it. And now I'd love to teach you how to do the same thing. And now it's prize time. Alright, so every week in these new episodes of Coffee with Carissa, I am actually going to do a giveaway. I love competitions, I love giving stuff away, it is super fun, and I love how people get involved and just, you know, I can help people that need help by giving things to people who really need them. This week's prize is a copy of my #1 best-selling book called I Like Money, which is all about how to use Facebook marketing and boosted posts to grow your business and get clients and make money, of course. All you have to do to enter is head over to coffeewithcarissa.com. Make sure you're on the email list so that you'll get the episodes in your inbox every single week, and comment below on this video with whatever comment you want to put, whatever you feel like saying, just say it. And then you'll be in the draw, and the winner is going to be announced in the email every single week. So just make sure that you open your emails to check if you win, if you want to play. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to comment and let me know what you think, or if you have any other questions or things that you'd like to know more about. Totally happy to make more videos to help you. Remember to be real, have fun, make money, and love life, and I'll see you next week.